Go.
Boom. On rainy days, we have a bowl of warm porridge, some berries, and a big cup of instant. Good morning from the 808 Breakfast Banter. Woo! Rainy ass day.
Or a dirty steak and cheese pie.
Yeah, see, on a rainy day, I wouldn't mind a cheeky pie, eh? Warm up your hands. I remember starting school, and morning tea at school. I think every high school student can relate to this, and going to the touch up and on a cold rainy day would be getting a cup of instant noodles, or you'd have a pie sandwich, a good hot pie, steal the bros sandwich bread, slam the pie in, boom, that'd warm you up.
Did you used to do the old sandwich and pie thing?
Oh, I was only into it because the boys at school used to do it. So, mate, you just get in. When you're hungry, you're hungry. You got to eat, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah,
and same with noodle sandwiches as well. The boys used to put noodles in sandwiches. That was a hack.
Ah.
And then everyone would get like a good sharesies amount, I even remember standing there with the hot pot of hot instant noodles, and we would have a munch, and then the next bro will go eat the noodux. Anyways, team, happy hump day. Good morning. Thank you for joining the banter this morning. How are we feeling for day 8, bro?
Or, she's a bit wet, but I'm actually kind of glad because hopefully that all this water goes to the old reservoirs so we don't get stuck with these water restrictions for too much longer.
Rain is good, right? Especially because we have these water restrictions and we don't want any more water restrictions. Like I said last week, I've got a hack how to have 2-minute showers. I'm kind of getting there. I'm pushing it maybe 3 minutes, but don't tell anyone.
Well, it's when we were in the army, we used to have to do the whole put the water on, get wet, turn it off, scrub yourself with soap, put the water back on, soap yourself off, and that's it. Out. It was such a weird system, but it became so normal that I still kind of do it now.
I can't get cold, eh? Being in the shower and getting cold, nah, not my jam. Especially standing there butt naked, like all loafed up with the soap, and I'm like, just get the hot water on. And then sometimes when you leave it to go too cold, then you get when you turn it on warm and you turn it on, it's like the cold water comes running out, and then you get a fright.
Yeah.
That's totally relatable.
Or the worst is that you've turned it on too hot and you haven't even thought about just checking the temperature. You just walk straight in and you just scold yourself.
Yes, exactly that too. I've had one of those, and you end up like, does anyone else end up in like the corner of the shower because they're just waiting for it to either go warm or either to cool down?
Or you're doing that, like you've got your hand scooting in.
Oh, honestly, it would be actually really funny to see how people act in those situations, because you're so vulnerable. You're naked, right? And the hot water is just too hot. So you're up against the shower screen, just like
You could probably find a YouTube of how people get into showers, and there's probably like a montage of like really weird scenarios about how people get into this. It's interesting.
Okay. Do you have the same routine when you jump in the shower?
Yeah.
Do you jump in? Do you wet your face first, or do you wet your head first?
No, I wet my shoulders first. So so the water's coming down this way. I come in and then I turn my back and I warm up that, and then I put my head under.
So interesting. Channel, what do you do? Or anyone that's on the live, do you have the same shower routine? I'm interested to know. I think I do.
Do you pee in the shower?
Sometimes. Oh. Sometimes I can't help it. Mate, I clean the shower. It's all good.
That's what a toilet is for. You don't pee in the shower.
Sometimes but if I need, sometimes I'm like mid-shower. I'm not going to jump out mid-shower just to make the toilet seat wet and then probably make all the toilet paper soaked.
That's true. That's true. I get that.
It'll look like a kid's just like put a hose in the shower, and then it's just more mess. But yeah, I like to go face and then shoulders as well. Yeah. So interesting, eh? Little shower routines.
Yeah. I saw an article, or someone sent me an article probably just before lockdown, saying that there's something like 30% of people poo in the shower.
Oh, nah, now you're acting up.
No, fair dinkum. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it now.
So that, what did you say? 30%?
something like that.
So,
Horrifying study of 1,000 people
so
reveals
one
1 in
person
30.
in their friend group. Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 in 30 poo in the shower.
Oh God.
Are you a pooer?
Wow. No. No way at all. That's just nah. You got to be out the gate for that. Like the confidence, even like the confidence to think that that's okay.
Well, you then got to use your hand to wipe, right? Because you can't get toilet paper, so you got to sort of get it down in there and give it a bit of a
Oh man,
bit of a rim spickle with your fingers.
Nah, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. And if you know anyone that does do that, you need to tell them that they've got something wrong with them, because that is not appropriate.
Chandra said that means that 3 people from the gym do. Who do you reckon?
Oh, nah. We can't go there. Because
I reckon Simon Green does, because look at that stupid mustache he's got. That's a guarantee. He's a guarantee number 2.
In the shower. Nah, that's just wrong, man.
Yeah, Simon Green, mate, I totally got money on you, brother.
Oh, honestly,
Totally got money on you.
If someone assumed me, I'd get angry. I'd be like, what? Shut up, I'm not scared. I'll come to your house. I won't even look. No, that's a bit hectic for the morning, asking if everyone, stomps their number 2s.
See, Simon Green, yeah, he agrees. He said same. He agrees. He's a double soda.
Oh, mate, that's just hectic. That is hectic.
Hey, Georgia, I know a lot of useless information, buddy. I am the font of it.
Oh, that's honestly, anyone that started the day have just heard our first banter, and it's about how do you shower, how do you wash yourself in the shower, and
to peeing and pooing.
Yes. Oh wow. 0 to 100 real quick. Anyways, at least I've got all your attention now that we're all here. Let's go into day 8, bro. Day 8.
I'm just picturing Simon squatting down and like going like this. Like rubbing his mo, just like kind of stroking it as he's popping a squat.
Well, the thing is, okay, a question before we go on another tangent is, it's not just going to go down the drain.
Well, I think you got to use your feet, right? You got to squish it in.
So then it's all in between the tootsies.
Yeah. I'm guessing so. Like, I don't know. Maybe you have a crack at it today just to give us a in-depth analysis.
Nah, man, I can't even. That's just nah. And that's so wrong. I'm embarrassed for whoever. Another dumb fact: Flo Rida, the guy, and Florida are the same word. Did you not know that, Channel?
That's the reason why he's called. Like he's from Florida, Channel.
Oh
my Lord, Baba.
That is a good random fact, though. Anyway, so let's get into day 8. Let's get into day 8.
Yeah, before we go sideways real quick.
Of the top 10 influential albums that have inspired us. Today for day 8, I've got someone that I used to admire a lot. In my eyes, she was at one point, she was probably the best in the game. And so for today, day 8 is Beyonce, I Am Sasha Fierce album. Only because, so as I was saying, I used to love her and I don't really like her anymore. Just because after she hit it, when she peaked, it was like she just plateaued and then just rode that out. And it was almost like she could do anything. And that kind of just turned me off her a little bit. Because, and also it turned me off knowing that she wasn't the person that was writing her songs. Because in the first 2 albums...
She got ghostwriters?
Yeah, so in her last 2 albums... Yeah, so in her last 2 albums that she's just made, they have been songwriters that she's actually reached out to, which is pretty cool. But once I found out that she wasn't the person that wrote the songs, I was like, oh, you kind of went down 10 points in my book. But yeah, so the Sasha Fierce album is like the likes of Halo, Irreplaceable, I think Single Ladies on there. And I think that was like the early 2000s. So everyone was bumping those songs back then. So that's my album for today, Miss Beyonce.
That's a pretty powerful album, and I would imagine the amount of units sold on that.
Yeah,
it's in the 9+ figures. I would say.
Yeah, definitely. She was like the it thing. So Yeah. So who have you got, bro?
So I am going for a band that released this album last year. So it's a fairly new album. The band first came onto the scene in 2014, and they did a cover of Taylor Swift's Blank Space, and that's how they became famous on YouTube. Got signed, I think they're a Phyllis Records, and they are a they're a 6-piece band, I think, or 5-piece, 6-piece band.
No.
So they're quite unique. So they've got 2 vocalists, right, plus the 2 guitarists, bassist, and a drummer, and they are called I Prevail, and the album is called Trauma. And this is the reason that it's become an influential album, because this is the album that I listen to on the daily through lockdown.
Nice.
So this is my
so it's
lockdown
almost
album.
like your lockdown album, mean.
Yeah, and they're really interesting because they've got like a lyricist who's like super hard. He's got like a real growly voice, and then they've got like a real softer vocalist, and they kind of complement each other. Yeah. And their latest album is ridiculously good, and I think it's probably one of the better albums to come out recently in recent times amongst any artists.
Is it just with the genre, or? Yeah,
with the genre, because they flow with like a little bit of dubstep, they flow with hip hop, heavy metal, and they kind of mix it all in together. They're releasing a music video called DOA with Joyner Lucas. So if you don't know who Joyner Lucas is, well, you obviously haven't been watching hip hop, but he's so he's done a really good song with Eminem, and he just released his album, and he's really unique because he did that really controversial song called I'm a Racist.
Yeah.
And that's the one where he's got that white guy lyrically talking about how he's a racist, but he's not, because Joyner Lucas is actually vocals.
Wow.
And it's like super intense. Yeah. And so he's done this one, and the whole album is centered around. They did an LP in 2016, and they became really famous, and did heaps of shows, and they burnt out. And they're really famous because in LA their tour bus caught fire while they were all asleep on it, and they just got out with their lives.
Wow.
They were all depressed. Yeah, and then one of the vocalists got a throat infection and couldn't sing, and they all thought that they were going to partly separate, and then they thought, oh no, we'll come together one more time, and then they came up with this amazing album called Trauma, and it's all about how they recovered from the setback of going through all their stuff, and each song is represented around like where the lyricist, I think his name is Justin, where he lost his voice, how he came out of it. There's a song called Dead Weight, and that's all about people who dick riders who basically you think they're your mate, but they're not really your mates, and they're getting rid of the dead weight. So that's about that. I've got Gasoline, which is a really intense album around bullying and stuff like that. There's Hurricane, which
so
is
they're like songs with meaning, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Not just like screaming. There's actually, if you listen to the lyrics, there's real deep, almost therapeutic lyrics behind it. Hurricane is a really good music video because it actually narrates their whole journey from start to finish. And it's all captioned, and there's like little bits of montage of music videos. It's a really amazing video.
How did you find these guys?
I watched the Taylor Swift ages ago, and then when you start watching music and you kind of you play them, and then basically one day under my albums to watch, Trauma came up, and I was like, oh man, I remember these guys. And I clicked on Dead Weight, and I was like, man, I'm gonna play that again. I'll play that again. And I'm going to play the whole album. I'll play it again. And this is an album that I've been thrashing the crap out of, and I still haven't got sick of. So it's a good album when it's like that. So that's my album of the day.
Mean. Speaking of YouTube though, because you just said they did a cover of a Taylor Swift song, and we were talking about covers yesterday. Did you know that Justin Bieber was found on YouTube? Usher found him on YouTube. I think he did a cover of a Chris Brown song, or it was an Usher song. But that's how he was discovered. And I think that was like the platform where it started, where YouTube started just like picking up artists or people. So like the big companies were going to YouTube and being like, where's all these underground artists? And then I think that's how Beyonce found her songwriters for one of her albums, was just putting it out there. And then that's how they all got big. And then you look at now, the artists that are going independent on YouTube, like they're the people that aren't even getting discovered because they're not like played on the radio, but they're building their own brand on YouTube. So that's like the evolution of music, right? Like how much it's changed. But yeah, I just knew that because when Justin Bieber came out, I remember watching his videos on YouTube and being like, oh my god, this little boy is so cute and he can sing. And then boom, Baby came out, and it was like the next big thing. And then all of a sudden, every teenage boy had a Justin Bieber haircut. Out the gate.
I still want to punch him.
Yeah, definitely. It really annoyed me when he went through like as he got older and he was starting to go through his badass stage, and he was starting to look like a lesbian, like straight up. He was like the boy version of a lesbian. Like that's what most lesbians were starting to look like, was Justin Bieber. If you know who Ruby Rose is, there was a point there where Justin Bieber and Ruby Rose looked exactly the same. And, it was cringy as but yeah.
Yes.
That's my little did you know.
Oh wow! See, you know some stuff. You know some stuff, G.
It stays stored somewhere, but yeah. So that's our music album for day 8. The last 2 days. Does anyone reckon they could guess our last 2 albums? Let me know.
Well, if you were here this morning, I think I told a couple of them actually what they potentially could be, but I might change one of them.
Oh, that'll always happen though. Anyway, so we have been working on the concept for the 6th birthday celebrations. We've been yarning about it for the last 2 days, actually. And we were really feeding off the idea of the Olympics.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Fill us in, bro. Tell me what.
All right. So I'm not going to fill you in too much. Okay. So I can tell you this, that it's going to be based off one event at the Olympics. Okay. Really famous one. So if you can kind of pick that, it's going to be a team event. All right. It's going to be in the same vein of what we would normally do one of our events in, which is it's going to be a longish one. And what's going to happen is that there's going to be some of the elements that people have sent through to me. We are going to use as part of it. All right. Now, it will probably sound very, very mystique and confusing, and kind of rightly so. So what's going to happen is that probably next week we will send out the first iteration of what it's going to be, and what we want to do is we want to get you, we'll get you guys to save the date. So I've got to confirm the date today. Then we want to get you guys to confirm the date. Then what's going to happen is that you'll be required to let us know that you're going to attend, because we are going to put you in your teams. All right, because we've got quite a few new people as well who may want to come to it, and they may not be able to get a team together because they might not feel comfortable approaching people. So we're going to do that. And you will be given at least 4 to 5, 6 days notice of who your teams are, so you can then communicate. You will be then given a country, all right, to represent. So you would then go to dress costume-wise what that country represents. All right, so it could be, you might dress as the flag of Kenya, or you might dress as the locals of whatever. Yeah, it's up to you guys to do, right? So if you're Swedish, you might come as chocolate, because Swedes are Swiss are known for their chocolate or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. Then you'll be given the workout. All right. Now the workout is going to comprise of one key component and then several smaller components. All right. Now what happens is that when you finish one full of the smaller components, you'll be required to do a task. Now the task could be anything from form a pyramid with your team. It could be build a Lego piece. Build a little Lego thing with your team. It could be whatever. So something a little bit different, where it's not exercise related, but it's might mentally stimulate. You might be given, from the DS staff, they might come around and give you 5 Kiwiana questions for you to answer. And if you get it, then you've got to do penalty. So we're going to kind of come up with that. So I can that's as far as I'm going to describe, because I need to actually war game all the scenarios that can come out of this and kind of test and adjust kind of timings and stuff. But bank on the whole morning workout thing to be around about 2 hours. So from exercise briefing to finish, it'll be about 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh, that's standard. That's a standard cheap workout.
Yeah, it's what we're known for, right? So it's not just like, going to the TV stuff. It's a real community thing, so everyone can achieve it. So just think that whatever we do is going to be easy for everyone to do. Yeah. So that's part 1. Part 2 is the night. That's where this becomes alcoholic and we go and do stuff. So what we're going to do, and this is where I will then probably head out to the community and get together like a small little committee to help me put this together and pull it off. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a pub crawl via members' houses. And it's going to be via a party bus.
Yeah.
So it's going to, well, I know, I'm just putting dates out, or times out. So we start at 8:08 at 5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Between 5:30 to 7, we have
Go
some
to our
fun,
first pub.
quality at 8:08, and at 7 o'clock, we then jump on the bus, and then we go to the next house.
Pub.
And then, house, pub, right? So, and then we go house to house. We're going to go to 8:08 plus 3 houses.
Yeah.
So we're going to go 90 minutes at each one. So by the time we get to the last house, that'll be the, that's like the anchor point, and where
the after party kicks in.
The after party kicks in, right? So, and you don't have to go to all the houses.
No.
You might even just go, you know, me and a couple of mates, we're just going to go to the second place, and that's totally fine. But each place we go to will be themed.
Yeah, mean.
Okay, so, and it's up to the houses that we go to for them to give us an idea of what the theme is. And basically, I've got a concept in my head is, you know, when you go to New Orleans or you go to Mardi Gras in Brazil, and you get those like necklaces, and you get heaps of necklaces put on you and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So when you go to this place, you get given one, and you got to wear them throughout the day. So, you know, you might get like, I don't know, like a seashell
Hawaiian,
one. And you go to the Lucy's, and you get a Hawaiian one, and then you go to Stefan's, and you get one full of chocolate, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what the houses got to do, and then they've got to come up with maybe some games, and some drinking games, and some whatever non-alcoholic food stuff. So that's kind of the rough guide to what the 6th birthday celebrations will look like, and we will put together a committee. I've already got one person channel identified as probably my little right-hand girl for this, because she's like amazing. So, and we'll probably get one more just to help out with this, the kind of complexities of it. And the other is that we might get the RX debrief team to do the live commentary at the workout in the morning.
Mean.
Yeah.
This is like an actual event, guys. We're actually getting into teams. We're going into the Olympics. We even got an after party for athletes for an Olympic party. This sounds like my favorite 6th birthday, if you ask me.
So that's the goal. So that's the goal for it, and obviously it's open for alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, and we will be hosting it and making sure that we drink responsibly and all the rest of it. But that's kind of the guide, and you know, we played a little bit yesterday, and I did some more work on it yesterday afternoon, and just some thinking around it. So just got to make sure that it's gonna be, just safe for everyone as well, and I would imagine all restrictions will still be in place, so we've got to make sure that we stay within the rules of it. But roughly that's where we will go.
I'm sure we will.
I think about handball competition at 8:08.
Yeah, definitely, and we can bring all those old school games.
Yeah,
I think Fee mentioned hopscotch yesterday and some elastics.
Yeah, elastics.
Oh, that will be epic.
Some hacky sack.
Oh,
yeah.
Bring out the hacky.
Yeah,
we'll definitely have to warm up that to get all the limbs all warm. What date is it, bro?
Hang on, I'll tell you right now. It will be.
You're coming, eh, Sean? You can.
Sean's coming because of, you know, he knows he can drink all of us under the table. The 20th of June.
20th of June. Okay, that's going to be on. The Tummers can have their own team, bro. You guys could be Cool Runnings from Jamaica.
Can you imagine? That's true. Actually, they could.
No, that's epic. Oh, do you know what's really cool? It's also given something, or for me to look forward to, in terms of like seeing everyone in the community again. Because that is mean. We get to do a workout and then we get to have a beer afterwards. Balance. That's what that is.
Beer or 5.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's like mean. That's awesome, bro. So I just see you put up the update on the new gym calendar.
Yes. So the new gym calendar is going to come out. It's going to start next Tuesday. So everything will be as is up until end of Queen's birthday, right? So everything will be the same right through to Sunday, and then obviously Monday will be off. So there'll be no classes at all on Monday. 0. Gym will be closed.
Okay.
All right. Tuesday we'll be then going to the new what do you call it? The new calendar, and it will be so if you think it's Monday to Friday, right? But it's going to be Tuesday. But Monday to Friday it will be 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. lift, 6 a.m. to 7, talk. 7 to 8, we are going to look at Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Haven't figured out what those classes will look like just yet.
Okay.
But there'll be those 3 days. On the Tuesday and Friday, we have a corporate group coming through. So they take those days, right? So there'll be that. 9:30 to 10:30 will be sculpt.
Right.
11 to 11:30 will be mobility. Lunch class will be 12:15 to 1:15. Now there's going to be a slight change with that, is that they will do, because they usually do the same as the lift program, right? But it's just under the lunch guide. Is that they are now going to do a composite. So they're going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be lift. Tuesday, Thursday will be talk.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So that's the lunchtime switch up.
That's the lunchtime slot. So that's a switch up on that one.
Aye.
5:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday will be zoo.
Yeah.
6:15 to 7:15 Monday to Thursday will be lift.
Nice.
Friday will be 5:30 p.m. Frangini, fuck you up Friday.
Yeah.
Gee, I got that all wrong. Okay. Saturday. Okay, Saturday is going to be a slight change. That's going to be, and this is where I'm not certain on it. Okay. At this stage, it'll be 6 to 7 will be boxing.
Right.
7 to 8:30, the battle-tested beginners and scaled athletes will be coached and trained.
Nice.
At 8:30 to 10 o'clock will be the intermediate and RX athletes will be through. The reason for that is our competition arm of the gym is getting a little bit bigger. And what we don't want to do is let the beginners and the scaled guys get kind of stuck to the side and not get the proper coaching and support. Yeah, because when we're all together, it can get a little bit kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to split it so that the beginners and scaled can get more attention from me, and I can coach them a lot better and do a lot of teaching, more than coaching, because a lot of them were teaching the movements.
Yeah.
And then with the intermediate RX, we can kind of then advance it a little bit so that, we can kind of all be in the same realm and kind of compete against each other. So that's what that'll be.
Yeah.
Sunday will be church at 7 o'clock.
Nice.
And that is the plan. And I think that sets us up all up to 42 classes per week. Okay,
and then what are our numbers in class? Are they still being kept or?
Right, good question. Great question. Geez, that's why I've got you. So the only class, there's 2 types of classes that you'll be required to book in, will be lift.
Yeah.
And lunchtime.
Yeah.
And battle tested, which is on a Saturday.
Nice.
Just so that we can see who's coming in.
Yeah.
Everything else, you do not need to book in.
Okay, so from next Tuesday, bro, I can come in for talk.
Yes, you can.
Even if there's 10 people in there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, because we will have it set up so that you can, we're still going to have it set up so that there's individual spacings, but it'll be a little bit smaller, right? So because we can kind of fit with under the cap a little bit better. Now, the key is that when you do come in, we will still be doing the contact tracing registrations. So the coach will have his little tablet. Yeah. And then in that tablet, he will have the push press app, right?
Yeah.
And basically, Moana comes in, I type in Moana, click, attended in that class.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Like signing off the roll.
Yeah, signing off the roll. But essentially, then that's what you got to do. So you don't actually have to register in for talk. If you do, that's fine. There's going to be no quota system.
Yeah.
On like how many classes you can book per week.
I think personally though, everyone should. So then it gives you an idea of who's coming consistently. Yeah. So I reckon still do it. Make it a habit to do it. Yeah. But I mean, you can still rock up.
What we are going to do is, I will talk to Fee, and I think we can do this, is that you can only book a week out.
Yeah.
So we don't get people doing 4 weeks of booking.
Yeah.
Consistently, so that people, and then like, well, I'm not going to get into a morning class for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're gonna probably bring a system like that. We were going to look at, Paz messaged me about how Red Dragon do an amazing system where they do what they call a live registration, where you only get 3 live bookings. As soon as you've done 1, you can then get a 3rd one again. So you've always got 3 active. But I don't think we can do that with push press. So we're going to come up with a different solution. So that is the rough calendar. I will be working on that weekend slot with the boxing a little bit more. And a couple of things will be coming out on social media and through MailChimp and that to get some feedback from the community. And we will need to get it fairly quick, whether we do a few extra things. So there in a nutshell is what we will be doing.
I'm excited. Carly just asked if there's Zoom.
Yes, so the Zoom classes will still be on. However, it might change a fraction. So the 6 a.m. So instead of, at the moment it's 7 a.m. talk, we will now Zoom the 6 a.m. talk.
Okay.
So that's really the only difference. And Zoom will obviously be changed from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Everything else is still the same. So so they will still be the same, and then we'll go from there. So that's roughly about it. So yes, and the engine class is being replaced by lift. Yes, Carly. Yeah, that's right. So I don't think we.
So engine class is when? Thursday morning,
So engine used to be at 5 p.m. It was, after Laz put together that run group and everyone kind of did running, and then we kind of formulated as a proper class. I'm going to change it so that's lift. The reason behind that, it keeps the structure really simple. But what I might do is that use some of the engine techniques as the Metcon piece for that day.
If I could request anything, it would be like something to still maintain that, because I would still, I'm still looking forward to Thursday 5 a.m. run club.
So we might do it it's a 3.5K run, but every 3 minutes, 5 burpees on the wherever you're at type thing. So that's what we will look at doing. But that's the guideline, that's the plan, and we will be looking at to implement that from next Tuesday. So there's a ton of work from our end to get through. So so keep an eye on your emails.
Definitely. And if you don't have your email, send it to the bro. If you're not getting the email, send it to the bro. It's almost good content that you're missing out on, just saying. And you've got all the daily notices on it. Love a good daily notice. No, that's mean, bro. Shout out to you for organizing all of that, getting that all ready, and pretty much keeping everyone happy. You're on.
That's the hardest is keeping everyone happy, and some decisions that we will be making might not be the greatest for some people, and we will endeavor to make it all palatable for everyone.
Handy.
And we will try our very best. So let's get to the quote of the day, because Sammy's yelling at me because she wants to go train.
Okay.
She's like,
quote of the day. Let's go page 50. You draw nothing out of the what? Can you hear me? Okay. Ready? You draw nothing out of the bank of life except what you deposit in it. What you give is what you get, is pretty much what the quote of the day is. So make sure you're only giving good. You got good intentions, because that'll come back. If you got shit intentions, make sure that you're ready to get your ass bit. That's my quote of the day. That's me.
Damn, Skippy.
That's us. Happy Wednesday, fam. Stay warm, stay safe. Drive safe on the road. Pray for a little more rain so we can get out of this water restrictions, and have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Adios.
Adios.